Since I've looked at my hives, I've been busy. I did a cutout from a house that was built in the 1850s, and it's been taking a lot of my time. Then we had Turkey Day, and that was good. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. So here I am looking. I'm going to look at both of them real quick. And I've got the bottom board pulled. So it's been, what, 5 days or so or more. I counted 156 dead mites on this, and there's some water and condensation. I have a condensing hive set up, so I have a lot of insulation in the top, so I'll be getting rid of that water. Still got brood coming out, obviously. No hive beetles in this one, but I've got bad news on the other one. So I'm gonna just pop this back in real quick and go look at the other hive. I'm gonna have to change that DE. So 156 on this hive, and for some reason this won't go back in. I think I'm just gonna leave it like that for a minute. I'll go for a little walk through the garden. Now this one, I've put double bubble around it, and what I found, which was bad, and one of them's gone already, 2 hive beetles. Let's see if I could zoom. I don't even know how to zoom with a live screen here. Oh, I think I remember. So one of them is already taken off, which is scary. Oops, let's try to do that. So touchy. So that's a live hive beetle right there. And they have wings. But I had 2 of them on the bottom board. So they've, I guess they could fly from, like, I think it was something like 1,500 meters away. They could sniff out the hive. So anyway, I hope you don't mind. I'm going to dispatch this guy real quick because I don't want him flying off. I didn't even do a count on this, but this hive is looking good. You know, it's been about a week. There's some varroa mites right there, but not a lot. Like here's, let me see where my finger is. There's a couple. Actually, those are something else. The long body things are not varroas. The varroas are shiny brown, like right here. Wow, I got people watching. How cool is that? Hello, everybody. Happy Turkey Day yesterday. Just looking at my hives for the first time in about a week. I did a cutout from an old house and was able to put that into another hive and gave it to my mentor. So she's got a brand new hive. Let me unzoom. I put, since this insulation's been on here for like a week. Where can I look and see if people are commenting? I gotta push something on here. But anyway, it's like 65-ish. Both hives are doing good. This one's got less varroa, but I just found 2 hive beetles. So that's the first that I've seen in this hive. And then back over to this one. I lost everybody. I only got 2 people watching. Where's the comment thing at? I'm probably missing comments. This one had 156 dead varroa mite, but that's over a week. Let me see. Maybe Silly me. I pushed the wrong button. Oh, there's somebody. Love my purple 7406. Hey, hey, hey. If you're still there, I probably lost it. So the comments, you're the first comment, so that's why I didn't see any comments. Houston, Texas. I wonder if it's warm down there right now. And there's Bobby saying hi. And so yeah, got a little condensation in there. Bees are, oh, what was the temperature again? It's about 66. And both hives are looking good. I'm going to have to treat them again, unfortunately. And then we got Bobby's in England. It's nighttime there. And yep, I handle the bees. If you look at some of my, I have some videos that where I'm, pulling frames out and pointing out the queen and all that stuff. 11:30. Yeah, it's nighttime there. Coming into the weekend. Anyway, they were a little busy a little while ago, but now the sun is going down, not down, but it's low, and so it's cooling down. A little while, an hour or so ago, they were whipping in and out of here quite a bit. Now I got to focus more on the new pests that I found in the hives with the hive beetles, having 2 of them. Yeah, love my purple 7406 says hit the like button. I need to get in this hive here, which I just insulated. Look at this, fancy. It's like a Christmas present. And I have a couple frames of honey that I was going to keep for myself. But after I did that cutout from a house from 1850 this week, I have lots of honey now. And so this hive's going to get the 2 frames that I had pulled out. They are very good bees, and they're so gentle. They land on me. They usually land in my hair when I'm sitting in front of the hive. Even the cutout I did, they were defensive because I'm trying to carefully dismantle their hive, which was in the wall. I had to cut the siding off of the house about a 4 by 6 feet because it was a hive that was in there for 2 years. They get aggressive if you threaten them or if you move really quickly. So like people that try to swat a bee, they're going to get stung. Where like if you just are calm, they're just kind of checking you out. Unless you're threatening them and they feel you're threatening their hive or themselves, they won't do anything. Right, see, they're just ignoring me right there. And they die. There could be at times 1,000 bees hatching a day, and so that means in theory you could have like 1,000 that are at the end of life. And the bees are so smart. If they're about to die or they're really old, they'll actually come out and self-evacuate. Like if you look down here, here's one that most likely just came out on its own and died. And that way, they're not taxing the bees where they have to drag them out because you don't want to be dead in there. So there's only 2 of you in there watching now, but I probably I've already almost gone to 10 minutes. So anyway, I will be adding. Probably today would have been the day to do it, but now it's a little bit late to add the 2 frames of honey for this young hive here that doesn't. It's got room, it could handle probably 4 frames of honey. And I'm going to be putting one on each side. Yeah, the bees, they have different jobs when they're first born and come out of their little brood cells. They're nurse bees, and that's the first part of their career in life. And they immediately will start taking care and feeding and prepping the larva and eggs and all that. And the queen, they just are loving on the queen. When you see the queen, usually there's a circle of bees. If you look at my avatar for BTV, you can see like what it typically is. When I look at the queen, there's a bunch of, she's in the middle and there's all these bees like licking on her and feeding her and that. But once they graduate from nurse bees, they could become foragers. They could become mortician bees. And they could also become guard bees. And it's like the last part of life usually is the foragers, and a lot of times it only lasts like a couple weeks. They're at the last couple weeks. She doesn't. The queen stays in the hive for her life until they swarm. They have this thing where they like to swarm, and so my other hive up there, I had a bee, a queen, and then she'll actually lay the nurse bees will create these cells for queen cells, and the queen will lay eggs in the queen cells, and the amount of royal jelly that the nurse bees give that bee and the size of that cell determines that it's going to be a queen. And so the existing queen, once that is capped over and almost ready to come out, the existing queen will stop eating, or stop being fed rather. The nurse bees will stop feeding the queen. She'll lose weight, and then she will leave the hive with anywhere from a third to 3/4 of the bees in the hive. They'll swarm. And then the new queen will emerge, or queens. Usually there's several, and then it'll take it'll take a week or so before, or about 5 days, she'll go out and fly on what's called a mating flight, or actually multiple mating flights, where she'll go out and get mated outside the hive, and then once she's mated, she'll come back in, and then she won't leave the hive again until, the cycle repeats itself. It's pretty neat how there was one that just came in with some pollen on her legs. It's amazing how social they are. And like the hive beetles, that's the first ones I've ever seen in my hives. So I saw a couple in the other hive. There was 2 of them in this hive, first time ever. And they most likely flew in and got knocked down on the bottom screen. And I'm in California, and so we're having very mild winter so far, or almost winter. And we've had a bit of rain, but the last week it's been clear. So anyway, I see I got a bee landing on my hand and on the phone, and they don't really, they don't care. As long as you're not really moving quick and not, like, if I were to bang on the hive, usually guard bees will come flying out, ready to sting. But anyway, I think I'll cut it because I've been going for a long time. And Houston is hot still. You guys, I think, got some rain that came through and really quick. But Houston, yeah, it's hot all the time. So anyway, all right, love my purple. You have a good one. I'm gonna cut it because Otherwise, I'll be sitting there talking to myself. Take care. Those of you that had a Thanksgiving, I hope you had a good one and got to see family and friends and all that. Take care. I'll try to do another live maybe next weekend. All right. Bye-bye. And